Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, fishy freaks.
We have Chattanooga Ed with us, and we're waiting on Chewy.
Oh,
And
ahí gozamos.
Skipper is going to join us as well whenever he
Oh,
wakes up, I
fantastic.
guess.
Fantastic.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show. It is Thursday, July 29th. Golly, July has like
I
zoomed
know.
by.
Wasn't
Like-
it just like the 4th?
Yeah. I mean, really.
I know.
Wow. But we are streaming on 3 different platforms this morning, you guys. We're on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. If you're coming to us from one of the other platforms other than YouTube, you can go through chat and Facebook. But it's easier if you log on to YouTube, go to Main Salesforce and Finn's page, and then go to where it has the live icon. Click on that, and you can interact with us in chat there, and everybody can see it. So,
Right on.
with that, so I know we're supposed to be talking about a certain type of guppy,
How
I
are you?
believe. But we're going to give our highs to everybody in chat first, and then maybe we'll see signs of Chewy.
Chewy.
All right, let me get back up to the top. Ricky at 12. He must have been right there when I
Right.
created every time. As soon as I create it, and he's there. He's in chat. Ricky, good morning if you're back in here. Whips World. Hey, good to see you. Hadn't seen you in a while. Rico Stan. Rainy, cool day. Oh my gosh, it's in the 60s. Oh, we're gonna be sizzling here.
Yeah, same thing.
Like in the high, let's see. We're gonna be the heat index like 114 today.
Wow.
Ouch.
Wow.
Yeah. I my poor mobile home is struggling to stay cool. Oh, look how nice it looks out there.
Yeah, but it looks
Beautiful.
hot.
Yeah.
I can't face that way or I'll look really dark with all the brightness coming through the light. Or the
Right.
windows.
Right. Rico Stan. Good morning. Weird Google Map took my post. I said, quit buying some. What the heck?
Got the Rico shirt on.
What?
Look out.
Let's see.
Hey, did y'all notice Father Fish's video last night he had on?
No.
He posted? He had one of the Fish Fam t-shirts on. The one that's got the aquarium
did he?
the aquarium cop all over his heart.
Yeah.
The back that's got all our logos. He had that shirt on last night.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I seen it, but I don't notice things like that either. Hey, Shanna, good morning. 503 Aquatics. Miss Susan, good morning. Do we have an update on Miss Amber? Muppet.
Mississippi hippie. How are you?
Miss Lori's made it in here. 3G. Greg, good morning.
Fishy Biz. Good morning, my man. How are you
Biz.
doing?
We'll see him here tomorrow.
Right on.
Big
Can't
blue
wait.
fish tanks.
You know, I love this show. I wish I woke up early enough to listen to it all the time live. It's-
Aw.
It's
It
all
happened.
good, brother.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys get the news from StreamYard?
Oh.
That StreamYard is now, well, it's offering it at a low price, but they are starting to offer, just like this, but you don't go live. You set it, you record it and set it to go live later,
Like a podcast.
like a podcast, but it's live like this.
Way cool.
And you can watch us interact. It's just not chat. And then
Very
when
cool.
it goes live, if you want to interact through chat, you can. But
Right on.
yeah,
right
they
on.
started yesterday or the day before. I got that email, and I was like, that's what me and Rachel have been looking for.
Kenny E, what's up, brother?
Hey, good morning, Kenny. Joseph Stanley, good morning. Dude, I was looking up he gave me the sump for my salt water, you guys.
Mhm.
And it's like a maze. And so I looked it up online. Oh my gosh, this is an expensive sump. Like,
Yes, of 'em are.
amazingly freaking expensive sump. I'm glad I didn't look at it prior to him giving it to me.
Yeah, right.
I've been like, dude, you can't get rid of that.
Right.
Craig okay, how do you say that? Craig Mashad from Coming Through Facebook.
Oh, way cool.
Well, hey, partner.
No wonder I couldn't see it.
Right. Good morning. All right. Well, Ed.
Art thou.
Hey, Anthony. And John Larson's in here now.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Jimmy P.
Yeah, man.
We've got some people coming on in here this morning. All right. So, okay, we're going to kind of basically start without Chewy, and tell a little bit about what we think Chewy's wanting to talk about. I hope nothing's happened, and there's a reason. Another reason he's not here other than oversleeping.
Well, and you got to think he is probably 2 time zones earlier than us.
Oh.
So.
And he's a late nighter too.
Yeah, like it's 10 o'clock for me, which I should be awake at this time. But
Thank you, Miss Lori. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no.
But well, about 2 years ago, maybe, or a year and a half ago, I told Chewy, because Chewy used to love trying to make his own lines. And he just doesn't have the ability now to do it. So I told him I would do it for him.
Okay.
He just had to find 2 fish. And I said I'd go out and I'd get them. And so I finally got 2 fish. The first ones I got were originally LRB's albino galaxies, and they're a beautiful line. I've just been keeping it a solid line for years. And he just had Aquaball surprise me about a month ago with a box of fish. And there are 2 types of guppies in there. One's thread fins, or, ribbon fins. And I'm pretty anti-ribbon fin. So they're the first ribbons I've let in my fish room. And we'll get more into that in a minute. But and then also it's like kind of a pineapple guppy he sent.
Okay.
I don't know. It's kind of a pastel type guppy.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Like yellow and pink?
Yeah. Yellows, pinks, oranges, kind of spots.
Okay.
People call them pineapples. I think they're also called like an AOC AOC. I can't say the word. A pastel AOC. I've heard of that also. So, but I don't think he wants me to mix those with the original albinos because both those strands I think are albinos. So
I think they are too.
Yeah, so we'll see what he wants me to mix them with. And I can't mix everything because I don't have that much space.
Right. Yeah, because it takes a lot of tanks.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
I've got 3 tanks so far, and I'm at F2 with mine. So we're fixing to go to the next tank, which will be tank 4.
Yeah. Well, and I'm keeping them in 5-gallon tanks. I'm going to take just the females and put them in with the male that he wants because 80% of your color is coming from your boy.
Okay.
So you're going to get a lot of your finnage from the girl. So, like, I'll take the thread fin girl, or not thread fin. I keep saying thread fin.
Is that the pastel pineapple?
No, it has more yellows and oranges in it.
Okay. Let's see.
Hi, Melvin.
Hey, Melvin.
Melvin's here.
Let me put in pineapple.
Oh, that's it. I gotta go now. Melvin's here. That guy's trouble. Good morning, Melvin. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, well,
Kinsley. Good morning, Miss Gina Finch.
There we go.
This one?
Yeah, it almost looks like an albino.
It does.
It looks kind of like Oh, go ahead.
Galaxy.
Well, I was going to go with maybe an albino nebula steel.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like what I've got also right there.
Okay.
Those are pretty.
Yes, they are.
It doesn't have the snakeskin pattern, though.
Okay. So it doesn't have the snakeskin, but it's got the tail and the body color?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got more of just a solid white body, albino body.
Okay.
Got you.
Yeah, a lot of these look like just albino nebula steels, and maybe that's exactly what this is, too.
Could be.
But I thought he might want me to put my Japanese blue tails with them.
Okay.
And then I was thinking, oh, man, we could name it something really cool, like a blue Chewy.
Right.
Flying down.
Right.
And I think I've only said it on
Blue Chewy. I dig it.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a great name? I'm going to start a second fish room, and my second fish room is going to be just for line breeding, because there's also a line I've been working on for a couple of years.
Okay.
I've been trying to get a red, white, and blue, or not a red, white, and blue. That's what I want so bad. I've got a rainbow leopard skin guppy.
Oh, wow.
And I'm trying to get it so it consistently puts out 80 to 100%.
Right.
And
Right.
It's taken a while because I can't figure out which girls are my best girls for it.
Right.
I mean, you could take out 20 tanks trying to do that, you know?
It's not easy.
Yeah. Let me grab something real quick. It's in this room. Let's see.
Awesome. Rocko.
That's right, Miss Gina. Turn that thumb blue.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I've been eating these things. Whoops, wrong side.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
eating these things like crazy.
Yeah.
Because they're exactly
Oh,
3 gallons.
I
Yeah.
love them.
And I'm working. I want to get to 15. I've got 11, I think, even. Oh, awesome!
I used it as a brine shrimp hatchery.
Nice.
Right.
Oh, that's a lot of shrimp. That's awesome. Well, but this is what I was going to line breed in, and I was just going to put them all on a smaller shelf, because those shelves, you can get those thinner shelves that can handle that much weight, but they can't handle fish tanks. But that would be 24 pounds of water in each one. So it'd only be, if I just put 3 across or 4, if I put 4 across, that's 100 pounds per shelf. That's not much at all.
Right.
No.
As long as I secure it to the wall and it doesn't fall over.
Right.
But,
Right on.
So, but I have eaten so many animal crackers, it's starting to kill me. I used to
Now,
love.
where do you get the animal crackers from, though? Costco, Sam's?
Yeah, I think they're like $4.75 a container.
Yeah.
At Sam's?
Yeah.
So, I mean, basically, I could just feed the birds or something. I don't know. I'd probably kill the birds. Maybe I should feed them at my sister's house. But
do you have any nieces or nephews?
yeah, but they've like eaten so many there.
Well, tell them to take them to school, or if they have like snack day or something at school.
They're all teenagers.
Oh.
But yeah,
that would be funny.
I've personally, I've eaten about 50 pounds, and I think they've ate about 15 pounds. So,
animal crackers are awesome, though.
Yeah, they pretty are good. I just wish they
great with coffee.
I wish that they were the ones that had the
icing on it.
Yeah, those are really good.
Oh my God, they are, aren't they? River catfish, $4.75 for crackers and a fish tank.
That's right.
Not a bad deal.
I did that with the pork skins.
Oh, okay. Gracie needs her hot dog. New pack in the fridge door. Thank you, sir. Will do. If I don't forget.
Right on.
I have been known to forget.
That's awesome, man. I dig that so much. Every day.
I think she's getting fat. So I have to give her one hot dog, and I got to get another hot dog and piece it up between the other 4 dogs.
Right on.
Because I just feel bad with one getting it and not the others.
I'm the same way. If I give Bandit a piece of brisket, I gotta make sure I gotta give Gunner some too, the cat.
Joseph Stanley said, you know that the teenagers will get the munchies.
You know what? I just ate those.
Right.
It's just time to throw them out. They taste terrible.
Uh-oh. You had them too long.
Yeah, I think I bought them last June.
Well, I would give them to the birds then.
That's
the birds
it.
and
Give 'em the
squirrels will
bird.
eat it.
There's no sugar in them. They're
Yeah,
like
it ain't going to hurt them.
diet. Oh, I don't have my glasses today. I can't read it. It says without my glasses.
Natural Aquariums, good morning. Rattle Trap, how are you today, man? I haven't seen you in a while.
For sure.
Trap fishing.
Glad to see you in here.
Hey. One of my favorite lures to use too.
Except for Rainy, she's on a diet. Yeah, Rainy is on a diet. But yesterday she stole
John,
Lena's
what's up,
breakfast,
John?
and so Rainy didn't get dinner. So Rainy's going to be really hungry tonight. Use the glasses on your chest.
On the shirt, yeah.
On his shirt, yeah. JDR, Jan.
I have never caught a fish on a rattle trap. I remember when they were a big thing, like in 1989 or 88, when they first came out. I was so excited. My dad took me down to Springfield, the Bass Pro, or is it Branson?
Yeah.
And
Springfield, yeah.
Well, I mean, I grew up in Missouri, so we lived there already. But at that time, I lived in the city. But yeah, he took me down there, and I bought like 3 normal ones, and then one that you could pull the color out of it and put different. It was a clear one, and you could put.
Oh, and you put the prism disc in it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was so cool.
What is a rattle trap? I don't even know what it is.
It's like it's basically a lipless crankbait.
It has beaties in it, though. It has beaties in it that makes it rattle.
Yeah, so it rattles.
Oh.
The water.
Never caught a fish with one.
Man, I used to spank him out on the Mississippi with those things, man.
Kenny, how did yesterday turn out? I meant to text you and ask you that.
What happened yesterday?
He lost like a bunch of his fish out of the 135. It went through a second cycle.
Started going through a second cycle.
And
you know what? Kenny called me while I was dyeing my beard, and I just remembered now.
Well, that's what he was probably calling for.
Oh, Kenny, I'm sorry. I just remembered.
I
found a new red.
It's a bright red.
Good.
Very bright. Looks good.
So one of the Chiefs going to win the Super Bowl?
Oh, probably this year. Again. Hopefully not another 50 years.
Right. You'd be dyeing that beard for a long time.
Yeah, if they win it every 50 years, that would be rough.
Right. Well, it's better than being a Cubs fan.
Oh, yeah.
We'll wait another 108 years for the next one.
Oh, man. I thought they had a dynasty.
I did too. I really did.
Who?
The Cubs.
Oh.
Now, you see, I'm a Royals fan, and they're normally the worst, but every so often they win one. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Am I a fisherman? Not like a hardcore fisherman by no means, but I will go fishing. In fact, Greg is supposed to take me fishing this summer sometime. We've just been so busy. So, but I'm going to report it too. Of course, I've got so much stuff recorded. I just hadn't had time to get anything put out. Like yesterday, I set up my beta pond outside, recorded it, but I'm not going to put that out until I make sure everything is good. I had to separate one male right off the bat. Like all the other males were getting along. Everybody has a lot of room. You know, it's in a big ice chest. And I got lights of sight brakes and everything, lots of stuff, on top. And this one dude, I mean, he was just going to every male, and he lip locked with my, and I got that on video, but he lip locked with my crown tail, gold crown tail. And I picked him up, put him on the other side. And that sucker would swim right back to him and go at it again. Okay, well, you're just not going to stop, are you? I pulled him out and everything else went fine. I was like, okay, well, we'll see. Because I have a bunch of bettas, females and males. The females are pretty eggy. And so if they can, I really need them to get them to drop their eggs. And then I've got a bunch of males that I can't sell because their fins have been messed up for one reason or another. And so they just can't sell them. And I've been wanting to do what they do overseas is, they grow them and breed them all in one tank. And, they got enough room though. So if it doesn't work in this, I've got that big, 250, 300 gallon. They have the metal bars that go around it, tanks, or maybe they're 500. I don't know how many gallons they are, but if it doesn't work in that, I'm gonna try it in one of those. Sounds like that betta fish needs to be at the end of a hook. I am not gonna completely disagree with you. He's a jack, you know what?
Jack butt.
Yep. And then I said, okay, I brought him inside. And you know how when they're getting, even guppies, when they're getting them ready for show, sometimes they'll trim their fins to make sure that everything is, good and
symmetrical. Yeah.
Everything. Well, this guy had messed his fins up so bad previously that, he looked ragged. He looked ragged. But so I put him on this table I've got. I put down a bunch of water so that he wasn't, he was laying in water, but he wasn't completely out of water, and spread his fins out and kind of trimmed his fins a little bit. I've been wanting to do that for a long time because I want to do these guppies like you were talking about, the long fin or the ribbon fin guppies.
Mm-hmm.
I want to circumcise one of these ribbon fin males I've got and see if it will actually work.
Yeah, I remember talking about that last year with you.
Yeah, I still have not done it, but
I got the nippers right here.
That's right. There you go. That's right. There you go. Yep.
Oh crap! Did you check your email today by chance?
Me?
Yeah.
My email?
I was just checking here, check this out. This is what I just got. Private chat.
Oh, yeah.
You knew?
I knew it was a big possibility.
Yeah, I did too, but I didn't know for sure. Wow.
I'll call and talk to him. I don't know.
Right on.
Did he put it out publicly?
That's what it looked like, but I'm not for sure.
Jimmy P, did he put it out publicly? Wasn't that who said it? Did he do a short on it or something?
Let me see. I'll check it out. Just go on with the show. We'll see here. I'll check it out.
Oh, he said yes, he did a short on it. Okay. So
cool.
The deal is,
thanks for the heads up.
Mike from Florida Fish Rescue is losing his home. It's a family home.
The way it's happening.
Yeah, it's a family home, and he put about $130,000 into it, but there was never any paperwork or anything done. And instead of the guy, letting them even coming up with another set price, anything like that, they're going to sell it out from underneath him. So now he's got 30 days to get out.
Which is bull crap. That's
And
not how you treat your family.
Nowhere to go and all those fish in fish tanks.
Mm.
Wow.
And so I'll talk to Mike to find out, maybe what he plans or what,
Don't know.
What the insight's going to look like if they need help or, what. I'll find that out. That puts a damper on things, don't it?
Bummer.
Yes, Rico Stan.
Scotty's in the house.
Hey.
Always good.
That he doesn't want a GoFundMe or anything like that. I know he don't. But
we don't always do what we're told.
Yeah.
We're the fish fam, man. We just don't let people hang out like that, man.
Yeah. Anyway, so you got the pineapple guppies.
Yep.
And then you got which ones did you get sent from George?
The pineapples I got sent from George and the albino threadfins. They're or it might be platinum. I keep saying threadfin.
Yeah.
Ribbon fin. I have threadfin Acaras, and
yeah,
I love them because
those are pretty too. Yeah,
they're huge. When I just got back from Iowa, and my niece said that piranhas kept biting me because she would put her fingers in my tank, and the threadfin Acaras get kind of aggressive because they want their food, and they would bite her on the fingers. She's, they don't hurt, but she kept saying the piranhas keep biting me. And I'm like, piranhas? And I was thinking, I got some big bisher, but she'd probably lose some skin on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that you don't touch the bloodworms. I showed her how to do that with a spoon. So, well.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I had a great time in Iowa.
I love the hobby.
So the blues, didn't you say you got some blues?
I've got Japanese blue tails I got from a guy about 3 years ago. They're like, he said, if I give you these, promise never tell anybody who gave them to you, and only compete in your local ones, like your local, like the Deep South and Southern things. Just keep them out of the North. So that's all I can say. And I said,
oh wow,
I won't compete in the North with them.
Okay,
so, but yeah, they're actually like they won a show.
Oh,
so they were like his pride and joy. He was just a nice guy. He sent me some Moscow blue or blue Moscows, and one of them died. And he said, "Oh, I'll send." And I said, "Just hold on," because I bought 2 pair, and one of them was a female. And it's like, females are the ones that you really want. So I said, "Just wait for my next time I order from you or buy from you." And he was just so nice. He gave me a pair of those Japanese blue tails, and now I've got about 600 of them. So I'm tubbing them. They are so neat. I was a little afraid to tub them because they've got a huge tail and a huge dorsal.
Yes.
And I was thinking, oh boy, these things are going to maybe be hard to get. And man, they're loving the tub too. Everybody loves tubs.
Yeah.
Right. I want to get one started.
Yep.
Oh, I want to get 2 more.
I've got so many babies, guppies out there in my pond. Finally, it was really weird. It took them like a month to ever see any babies, and now I've got babies everywhere. But I was like, what is going on?
I noticed that too this year.
Yeah.
They weren't, this June just wasn't a big breeding month.
It was really odd. I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with how cool we were.
Can we start for first break?
Who knows?
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm currently in the fish room. I'm dividing tanks up, and I'm going to start splitting all my colonies. So all my favorite guppies are going to be in 2 tanks or 3. So I'll have like a tank for growing their fry, and then a tank for each tank, for each one. So I'm going to have 2 different gene pools after a while, and 2 different, if one would get sick with a parasite or something,
right,
I would have a backup. Or,
that's smart.
All sorts of things can happen. So,
yeah, I found that out.
Oh my gosh. You think you have a great, healthy colony, and then all of a sudden they just crash so fast.
And it changes like in the drop of a hat, too.
My cherry snake skins are that way. I mean, they've been doing so good, and I finally have another colony going. But the old colony is just like crashing, like one after the other. And I'm like, what is, nothing has changed. What is going on?
Yep.
It happens.
Okay, Miss Amber should be coming out of ICU this morning. She is more alert. They took the defibrillator off too, and she just wants to go home, but not yet. Good. Well, at least she's in good spirits to say she wants to go home.
For sure.
Never mind. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I have to look at that later. Okay. So, he wants you to breed the pineapple with the blues or with the ribbons? Because you can't obviously, I mean, I guess you could breed one pair to one and one pair to the other.
Well,
and then breed those fried to each other.
I don't think he would want me to do the ribbons and the pineapples because they both came from George. So George could have just done that.
Right.
But if he does want me to do that, then that's no problem either.
Yes, Miss Deborah.
I've got the boys in one tank and the girls in another tank. And I actually have both of the lines are together, but, by sex. They're in 2 5-gallon tanks, right? It's in there. And they're right next to that great big betta I got in Aquashella.
Uh-huh.
Very cool.
I've got a baby out of, I have one baby left out of the pair that I got from Aquashella. So I've got an Aquashella baby.
Nice.
If it lives. I had 3, and then I couldn't find but one last night. So I've got one in a tank by itself, eating all kinds of stuff in green water. So
now, is that a betta?
Uh-huh.
Wow, that was quick.
Yep. That candy cane female and that long fin koi. In fact, I bought another candy cane female because he keeps trying to blow more bubble. He wants to breed some more. So that's good. But I bought another candy cane female this past weekend for him. So now he's got 2 female candy canes. Not candy canes, cotton candy. Cotton candy. They got so many names for other colors.
Well, I'm up to 3.
Yeah.
I've got one of Amber. Oh, there he is.
All right.
Chewy.
Skipper, I sent yours to the thing to your blah. Yeah, that thing.
Skipper got put in timeout. What?
I don't know.
Timbo, I bet you $5 he's taking it easy too.
Hang on, let me get
Good to see you, buddy.
that. Chewy, I emailed you the link, and Skipper, there's the link in Facebook. Chewy, let me know if you didn't get it. And good morning. But yeah, so I bred them pretty much about 2 weeks after we got back. I bred them. So, and I knew that they had some, but I couldn't find them. And they were in a planted tank. Well, I needed this planted tank to put my Killy female in it because she's got a real bad sore on her side from the male wanting to breed so much and rubbing up against her so much. I needed a separator, and it's like a white bubble almost on the side, on her side. But I've got her in some methylene blue, and
yeah, that's a good idea.
Acting fine. I was gonna put her in some salt, but I didn't have any aquarium salt, so I got to get some of that, and I'm gonna add some of that. But anyway, so I had 3, and then last night I only had 1. So I could only find 1. Good morning, Skipper.
Morning.
How you doing? Good to see you,
Wake
man.
up?
Well, the furnace guy showed up, so that's what got my butt out of bed.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Shame, shame, shame.
Get that done.
Shame, shame, shame.
Hey, what can I say?
Things happen.
Did you stay up late night with the fire again?
No.
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 All right, you guys. We are 7 past the 30-minute mark. We're going to take a small little 3-minute break. We're going to play Fish Nerd. Turn up your face. From Jason from Jordan Aquatics. If it will get right. Oh, here's Chewy. Hang on. Let me do that. Welcome, Chewy. Okay, why is it hung up?
It's broke.
It broke. Okay, there it goes.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jason with Jordan Aquatics. Thanks for joining me. What the heck is that noise? Do you guys hear that? What the heck is that noise?
I'm a fish nerd, a fish nerd, a fish nerd, a fish nerd. I got 400 tanks in every room of my house. There's not a prayer in the world of me finding a spouse. I'm spilling water on the floor and all over the wall. No matter if it's carpet, I'm ruining it all. I'm a fish nerd, a fish nerd, a fish nerd, a fish nerd. Scientific names just rolling out my mouth. I love cichlids from the north, intellectuals from the south. There's a whole lot of folks up in the fish fan. There's Corey and Bob and Jadron. I'm a fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd. Echo in Walmart, stop killing my fish. I'm tired of rescuing betas that are dying in a dish. Every employee, they just seem to be lost, selling Oscars with guppies. But at what cost? I'm a fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd. It's Saturday again, heading to the fish store. I'm addicted to fish, I need more and more. I keep buying more fish, and I don't have the room. I'll put them in the bathtub, let the buying resume. I'm a fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd. Doing water changes all day and night. I can't get the pH where it seems just right. I do 10, 20, or 30%. So many fish, they need to pay me rent. Fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd. Sucking up the water crap going up my nose. I can't seem to stop making fish room videos. YouTube, I love you, but you ain't paying squat. Gotta keep a real job, don't like it a lot. I'm a fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd, fish nerd, a fish nerd.
All right. And we're back. And I'm back.
Yes, we are. Chewy, what's up, buddy?
Well, I'm here. I finally woke up. My goodness.
40 minutes into your show.
I know.
Hi,
I'm
man.
sorry. Like I don't.
That's called
sleep very
fashionably
well at
late.
night. So,
Yeah.
I am sorry for being late. I don't pass the class. Okay.
Well, that's it.
I think we'll let you pass this
Just stayed
time.
after.
So Ed, how are the guppies? Or is Ed here now?
He's here somewhere. Or maybe he'll be back in a minute.
Probably went to go get him some
okay.
drink
Yeah, I don't think he drinks
or,
coffee, does he?
or some not stale animal cookies.
Yeah.
It's that big difference in time, you know. Like I don't wake up too good in the morning.
Yeah, you're a late
All
night.
on.
Yeah. Plus,
Oh, yeah.
normally in my life, before, I would be going to bed at this time instead of waking up.
Right.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah.
Before I got promoted at my job, I was working
Who's got this?
3:30 or 4:30 to. Well, I had to be there at 4, but our shift started at 4:30. But I would work until 3 in the morning.
Stephen P. 2003. Natural Aquariums. Good morning.
Hey, again,
John
Stephen.
Kinsley.
My girl told me to tell you, everybody, thank you so much for helping her out with that, by the way.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and talk about that until Ed gets back?
Okay. Well, that was a pretty short conversation then.
I didn't want to hear about it.
Oh, I didn't see Ed.
I was like, I don't think so.
Okay, never mind. We'll wait till
Not
a
now.
little while. Boy, I was paying attention, right?
Thanks to my retardedness, okay, we're behind on talking about the topic of the day, which
That's
is
right.
Ed's and my guppies, actually.
Yes.
Is that not correct, Ed?
Yes. Ed, how do you like the name that I came up with?
Well, you can call them what you like. I prefer calling them by the genes that are in them.
Oh, okay.
I like Ed's.
I like blue chewies.
I just say, yeah, you could call it whatever you want, just AKA
Yeah.
Blue
Blue
Chewies.
Chewy.
That's right. That's right. You can call them blue chewies. So, Ed,
Hark thou.
you brought up another possible cross, but I would like to cross. Now, let's explain what we have, shall we? Do the
Sure.
people know the strains that we have? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, could you give them details about the strains and where you got them from?
Yep. Well, we talked
Pretty
about
much have.
we talked about aqua balls. Now I actually never got the official names or strains that I got from him, so it's just what I'm assuming they are. But they look like platinum thread fins,
Ribbon fin.
ribbon fins, and then I've been calling it. It's either a pastel AOC or a pineapple.
They are basically an albino blue topaz.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I should be writing this down, but I'll just rewatch it.
Okay. Albino blue topaz with a ribbon fin. I wanted a high dorsal fin, but I went, okay. Ed should learn about these too, so we might as well try something completely off the map. And so I went, sure, send them, because I knew that he said that they came from a breeder from the LAIFGA.
Jason, good morning, and that's funny.
Okay, so I knew the basis of the strain, and Jesse was familiar with it. So I went, okay, let's cross it to the albino galaxy.
Okay.
And see if there's a half black in there, or if it was developed by using Japanese blue genes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, like there's two ways of basically developing a topaz, and one is using Japanese blue, the other is crossing on a albino fish with a half black blue fin, right?
Yep.
You're sort of getting the idea of the black gets taken out, right?
Yep.
By the theory of albinism, right? So I'm hoping that it's a Japanese blue based one, because it'll set a lot more easier.
I gotcha.
Okay. But I'm wanting that galaxy tail on that fish. I don't care about the ribbon fin at all. Okay. I don't care about that genetic. But it's an interesting strain to try to figure out if we can actually get that tail on a blue-bodied fish that is an albino.
I got you.
That
Well,
would be way cool, actually.
I'm sure we'll probably be able to get it on the males because I was going to do the females to the males.
Right.
Or the, and since they carry the gene, I figured we'd get some for sure.
Right. Like the long fin males are useless. Like you could give them to your pet shop. I understand that, right? Like the elongated gonopodium, there's only one true way of actually breeding those, and that's with artificial insemination, which they did with swordtails.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I didn't know that. I just thought that the females threw 50% of each, but I really have never dealt with them at all. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, some strains do have them in their blood characteristic. Like Doug Gray was explaining that to me. He goes, I get the odd, ribbon fin out of some of the Asian stock. You just have to take them out.
Gotcha.
And you can tell basically the male, and you can basically tell the female. So you will be looking for females that don't have that characteristic to get rid of it.
That's awesome. And Doug Gray is the guy that I go to for almost probably 90% of all my information too, because he is just a wealth.
Did you just write yourself out?
Well, Doug and I read from the same book. Did you know that?
Nope.
Did you say reading from the same book?
Doug and I have got Philip Shattuck's books. And Philip has developed several strains through crosses in which he would get fish from Asia, and he would also get IFGA stock from Luke Robach. And that's how I met Luke, was through Philip.
I don't have a furry animal to hold.
Oh, where are your cats at?
They're downstairs.
I've been wanting to make it so that Lena was sitting beside me every morning. But
you actually have got a blue line, so you could, in theory, use one of the females and cross directly to a Japanese blue line.
Yep.
But your albinism would not be at 100% rate.
No.
Gotcha.
Okay? Like, I'm after the albino body blue with that kind of colored tail. I'm not after the fish.
Good morning.
But I thought this would be a good way of telling how much percentage of the lot are going to be ribbon fit.
Okay, that is interesting. Well, I will get that going today.
It actually takes scientist ed to figure out exactly, like you're my lab scientist. Right?
I'm the dumb assistant. I'm the Jerry Lewis assistant.
No.
Oh, no.
You actually do know a lot about guppies. You just haven't tried to develop your own strain. So
Right.
you can try and develop mine.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, and I'm going to be adding a second fish room just for line breeding and making sure that I've got a lot more small tanks to work with.
He's got to eat a little bit more animal crackers, though.
Right.
Yeah, right. You need to get on it.
Right. But we did have another thing in plan, but I actually like this one better because of the albinism factor.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is pretty cool. I dig that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be very educational to me too, and I appreciate that.
So what do you think you'll get? What color?
Ask Chewy, not me.
Chewy.
Well, I thought he was looking
He's
for
hoping
that
Blue or
tail
black.
with the blue body, right?
It's got a rather galaxy type tail from LRB stock, which I love, by the way.
It is a beautiful
Right.
fish.
It is like it's very similar to the albino strain that Jess has got.
The cherry snake skins or the mosaics?
The pink cherry
The
snakes.
cherries.
Okay, it's sort of like that same color in the tail.
Yeah,
So just imagine that tail color instead of it being blue
that would be awesome.
color.
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
Yeah, that'd be really neat.
So is the blue going to be dominant?
No, we want the blue in the body. Okay, there's blue in this line of fish. Okay,
Right.
okay, but it's showing red. Okay, like it's falling apart. It's beginning to show red.
Yeah.
But the galaxy already has got red in it.
Right.
Okay, and blue is the opposite color of the color wheel to red in guppies. Okay,
Right.
blue is the recessive and red is the dominant.
Right.
Okay, but it should throw what we're looking for because of the galaxy type of genetics that it's already got red and blue in it.
Right.
Okay, it's just going to change the color of the tail.
I'm extremely interested to see how this turns out.
Well, I know that you're sort of really interested in guppies.
Oh, I dig guppies. I dig guppies a lot.
Well, it's
I have three
whether
projects I'm working on right now.
You can get some albino galaxy from us. You got anything to trade for Ed?
What's that?
Have you got anything to trade for Ed to get a pair of albino galaxies? I'm sure that Ed will
I got a lot of
work it out with
something.
you. Is that okay, Ed?
Yeah, I don't have like the equipment to ship stuff right now. I was gonna buy a heat sealing bag setup, kind of like Dan's fish, but I was gonna wait till August.
Oh, okay.
Or the end of August, because I gotta
that's even better.
make sure I get to the Chicago Aquashella and Missouri. June had so many surprises. I had to dip way into my savings. I had car bills, cat bills. My friend's mom died and had to take an emergency trip to Missouri. So it was such an expensive month. I haven't had that many bills in 1 month for years. So I need to rebuild. And I wasn't planning on taking a trip to Chicago, but I really
You need to
can't.
take the trip to Dallas. You need to come to Dallas.
Right. You need to go to Dallas.
That's right. You need to come to Dallas.
Well, Dallas was the original plan.
You can dress up.
Yeah, and I would much rather go to Dallas. But Dallas is on Halloween, and my family does a giant Halloween party. So,
okay.
We have a big family thing.
You were going to go last year, weren't you?
Yeah, but that was because I already bought my tickets it was supposed to be in May, I think, and they postponed it to October, and I was not very happy, but I'd already bought the tickets and I bought a hotel room. Fortunately, after the second time they canceled, they refunded my hotel room, and they transferred my tickets to Florida, which turns out I didn't need anyway.
Right.
Oh, well.
Hey, there's Mike. Good morning, Mike.
So now that I've explained that side of it, Ed, are you excited about that? Or
yeah, that sounds very cool.
It does. It does.
Yeah, I like mixing fish. I just don't ever do it because I'm afraid to. Other than my mutt guppy tank, I've got a beautiful mutt guppy tank. I mean, it's like, man, I wish I could have tubbed my mutt guppies because some of the things that are coming out of there are crazy, and it's just because they're calls from other tanks.
Yeah.
Or I'll go to a fish show and people will give me, some guppies, and it's like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So they go in the mutt guppy tank because I don't know maybe what they are. Or like one time I bought a bag of Moscow Reds, and all I wanted was the 2 girls because they put reverse trios. So I had 6 boys. They went in the mutt guppy tank, so.
Right.
Wait, they sold them as reverse trios, 2 boys and 1 female?
Yep.
I
Why?
do that a lot, actually.
He probably has a lot more boys coming out than girls, and it's his way to getting rid of the boys.
Huh.
And all I wanted was the girls, so I didn't tell him that. But, they had fun with the mutt guppies.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There you go.
Well, you'd be surprised what you can do with mutt guppies, actually.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. I've got some really cool guppies come out like that. Have you ever seen, there's an Endler, and I want to say they call it a disco or something like that, where it's got a black spot right in the middle, like a perfect round circle, and then the tail has a circle. I have a guppy like that.
Oh, wow.
I don't know where it came from. I have no idea where it came from. It's in a little mutt guppy tank, and I'm like, I really dig it, man.
And does it have a blue body?
No, it's actually got, it looks like a snakeskin body.
Okay.
And it's, I want to say the tail is like a yellow and blue color a little bit. Pretty cool.
Well, I've
No
got
idea where it came from.
a special time where Philip and I decided to play a D generation. Okay, you know how you try to understand the genetics within your own strain. Try to understand crossing a male from a purebred strain where you know all of the politics and all of the fish in its family, and then you breed it to a pet shop guppy. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, and you know
Yeah.
that the full red genetics are pure. So you're only dealing with what is the actual hidden genes and the supposed genes that female fish is displaying.
Mm-hmm.
And females have got very little bit to do with color.
Very little. You're right.
Very little. Okay? But it's actually interesting. Are you familiar with the sunset tequila guppy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Philip and I decided, well, you got female sunsets at your store. Why don't you cross one of your extra reds to a couple of those females and see what comes out? Nothing that I expected came out of that cross. Nothing at all. You want to know what one of the hidden genes was, Ed?
What was it?
Japanese blue.
Oh, so weird.
It is in the tequila sunrise. Philip already knew. And he goes, I want to know the numbers of the various different colors that you got. Sure enough, 4 to 6% had Japanese.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I would never would have guessed that. Ever.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have guessed that there was a blue in that at all. Period.
There are hidden genes in guppies. It's not necessarily what you see makes up those genes. I learned that, right? And that was a good skill. Like if you know 50% of the parentage, that's a good guideline. But when you're crossing mutt to mutt, you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Your guess is as good as mine. But it's how some of the guppy gurus out there degenerate their guppies. They just throw them all together and have fun. Because once they start losing strains, that's what they generally do. Here.
Right. Hey, Whips World, my guess would be no. I've never heard of Cory cats eating too much fry. If they do, very little, if any.
So what other guppies do you have, Ed?
Oh, jeepers. I've got a whole mess of different types of guppies. I've got all reds. They're like the solid red that you'd find at the IFGA, competition. So I've got the solid reds. Cool. They've got black eyes though, so I gotcha. I like that. I've got the mod guppies, swordtails.
Right, from Alan Bias.
Yep, I've got blue-green Moscows that I've been working with for a couple of years. My blue Moscows were too small, so I mixed them, and I've been just like working with them. But I mixed them with blue Delta females because I couldn't get big Moscow blues. So, but I've gotten a green tint to their tails with the blue, and they're actually really pretty, and they're big now. And then let's see, next tank over is I've got the Endlers from Dan and Bob, the
Santa Maria.
Yeah, Santa Maria's. Yeah. And then next to that, I've got Sean Peck's leopard skin Endlers.
Okay.
Nice. And then the next tank is empty. I'm just going tank by tank. And then the end tank is Champagnes. And
Champagnes? I haven't seen those.
Those are pretty.
I tubbed those last year.
Yeah.
And they kind of have a metallic head with a champagne body.
Okay.
Or kind of a goldish yellow body.
Yeah.
But the problem was the Tennessee tree frogs ate all the fry. Yeah, and so I've had a tough time. And then they got parasites. So I've had a hard time. I finally got them back to a decent number.
Uh-huh.
And then below that, I'm just going to go down and across and back. Below that, I've got some beautiful, they're called green AOCs. And they're probably the most pretty fish I have. They're from Prestige Aquatic, but I've never been able, I've got 2 females and a boy, never got them to have a drop.
Yeah.
So
I had that happen. I've had that happen with some red mosaics.
Well,
I just never did.
I talked to the guy about it, and I asked him if he could sell me some more, and he said he has the same problem with them not ever dropping. So it's like,
really?
So I've been thinking about trying to get a green Moscow or maybe a full green Delta female or something.
What about those shoeable greens?
I don't know. What's a shoeable green?
Chewy, what's his name? Dadgummit. He calls them shoeable greens.
Susan used to have greens, but she doesn't anymore.
And I cannot remember the guy's name. He's on YouTube. He shows them. He shows a bunch of his fish or guppies, and I cannot remember his name. His first name. His last name is Shoeable, but he came up with these shoeable greens. They're pretty. They're pretty. I just wish I could remember what his name is.
Well,
I'd like to get my hands on some Dumbo green dragons.
Oh, I've got some. I've got green dragons, but they're not doubles.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're Dumbos.
Blake TV.
But maybe all green dragons.
Oh, that's right. I met you on White Chipmunk's channel. Well, thanks for coming, man.
White Chipmunk. I don't know who White Chipmunk is.
Oh my God.
Oh, she's awesome. You got the cutest little chipmunks.
Like they're literally white
She's
chipmunks.
Canadian, Ed. She's from Ontario.
Oh, cool.
You would love
white chipmunks, which are a European strain of chipmunks, like species. So she's allowed to keep them, but they're no longer allowed in Canada.
Stephen,
Man,
Like
I wish
they no longer import them.
I normally always have a pad of paper so I can write notes during the streams. I don't have it today. Okay, write down white chipmunks on there.
Yeah, and I've got the name of that guy. His name is
You
Steven
need more, baby?
Wortler.
Right. Give me one
I'm gonna
second.
pull it. See if I can pull it up real quick. Or you
So back to your strings of guppies you're at.
Okay,
Try
and then
what I would do with those particular strings.
okay, and then the next one over is my platinum red tails. I've been also tubbing them. Next over to that, I have a trio of red, white, and blue platinums, or not platinums, red, white, and blue Dumbos that are still kind of young, and I haven't gotten a drop yet. They're in a 10-gallon. I'm really hoping that they'll drop. Then next over, oh, that's Big City Betta's fish tank. The next one over is my Japanese blue tails. Next to that is my albino platinums. Next to that is my LRBs, albino galaxies. Next to that, is a Goodyear tank. Next to that is shrimp. Okay, at the end, then I've got a special line of inler that LRB gave me that hasn't been named yet. And I haven't been able to get it to drop consistent, so I'm still working with it. Then the next one is White Cross inlers from Tom Patterson. And then and that one is interesting because it carries the albino gene. So every so often I get an albino inler. Then next to that is some really nice pastel blues and they just dropped while I was in Iowa. So I've got a bunch of fry in that tank. And they're a purebred group from Prestige Aquatics. Below that, I've got blue tuxedos, or black body with a blue tail.
Right.
Right.
I have
The dark one, right? The dark blue type.
Yeah, it's actually it's just kind of royal blue.
Yeah, the dark blue, not a light blue.
I got that one from a guy in Cincinnati at the fish swap. Next to that, I've got some black lace guppies I got from Tiffany White. Next to that, more Goodyears. Next to that tank's empty right now because it's going to hold one of my other tanks. Okay, I'm turning around. Now that's where my green Japanese Dumbo, or my green Dumbos are. Dragon Dumbos. Empty tank. A different type of Goodyear tank. I'm really getting into Goodyears. Okay, next to that, what is in those? What's that? Oh, that's my Nebula Steels.
Right, Kevin or Ken? Yep.
Next to the Nebula Steels is the Mud Guppy tank. Next to the Mud Guppy tank is those pink salmons that Bob Kaler breeds. Okay, now I got a whole nother rack. I've got a lot of guppies going on here. I've got some AOC blues from Prestige Aquatics. I just got them. They haven't dropped yet. And them is a solid green guppy that I'm trying to get to drop. It hasn't dropped yet either, but Prestige Aquatics likes to give juvenile guppies, so it takes a little while. So hopefully those greens will drop.
Get out my face.
Next to that
Right in the face. Here.
is inlers, more Japanese blues, inlers. And then at the very end of that row is the two from Aquaballs in two tanks. And then underneath is those iron topaz that I got from Redfish Bluefish. I think they were just too old and they've passed away. So they didn't work out at all for me. They never bred or anything. I had them hold them for about 6 months longer than I wanted, but my whole family got the COVID the week he was going to send it to me, and then Christmas happened and everything. And so I bought them, but then I didn't get them for like 6 months later because of everything going on.
Well, in theory, you do have the two strains that went to build that fish.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Do you know what they are?
No.
One is the Hawaiian Blue Moscow.
Okay.
Can you see that in that fish? Ed?
Possibly. You know, I didn't like that fish because the tails were just so incredibly long. The boys had a hard time swimming. They, you know, and I think I put a lot of stress on them because I kept putting them in smaller tanks and stuff, trying to get them to be able to hit the girls.
Right. You got them when they were too old. That was part of the problem. But the genetic makeup of that strain, Ed, was the dominant between a magenta guppy, okay, a red magenta guppy, and a cross between Phillips red magentas, which were called Silverados, his strain, and Luke Roebuck's Hawaiian Blue Moscow. Okay? The dominant gene was a dark blue bodied with that colored tail. Okay? The recessive was a light blue body with a blue tail, a dark blue tail. Okay? I had the recessive strain.
That's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yes. So I'm familiar with the person that Redfish, Bluefish got them from, and I'm familiar with where he got them from. Yeah. So I knew the history of that strain. That's why I suggested it.
Okay. Let me tell the people what was. Poor Chewy only uses email, and I'm like horrible with email. I would get a Chewy email, I would open it up, read it, and then I thought I was saving it and I was deleting it, I think. And it was like, so the next time he sent me one, I didn't even want to read it. And I deleted it. And I was like, what am I doing? You know, I get all this spam stuff. I've had the same email for 25 years. You know, whenever Yahoo opened, I got it like the next day. And so I've got bajillions of emails, and it's like the only ones I want to see, I delete. And I'm so sorry for having a hard time communicating with Chewy.
Well, email is the way the world works nowadays, Ed.
Well, see, I could say the same thing about Facebook.
Yeah.
Or texting.
Or text, yeah.
Or text.
Yeah. I know.
I'm just teasing you, though. But I know. I need to get a different email. It's just I really like my email because it has my name.
But if you want that strain again, I think Fish Room Fever has got my friend's Steve's email. He also sells on Aquabid, so he's more known for selling and raising clownfish and angelfish.
Oh, okay.
Okay, my friend Steve is like he's one of those big breeders from the Boston area. Okay, he's like a mentor to me. Okay,
that's awesome.
Okay, between him and Jim Carmark, they're both mentors to me because they have got the time to look after and explain what the big boys know. Okay, there's some pretty knowledgeable people in that Boston Aquarium Society. Like the past president, Russ McAndrews, is now president of the NEC. And a lot of people don't know that between Hoffman, I believe the last name is Hoffman, I could be wrong, and Russ McAndrews is the reason why the hobby has got African Lake Victoria cichlids.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Okay, Russ wrote the paper for the Lake Victorian cichlids to become part of the hobby. Okay.
Well, the last time I was in Boston, I walked by where they have their meetings. That doesn't do much, but I do know where they meet.
Oh, I do.
It was
cool. Where they meet, Ed?
Well, it's so cool because the New England Aquarium gives them a spot at their place. It's actually like across the street, but it's so cool that the New England Aquarium supports their fish club the way that it does. Don't you think that's awesome?
Yeah.
I wish, or I hope someday the Chattanooga Club gets that way with the Tennessee Aquarium. But the Chattanooga Club is so new. But the Tennessee Aquarium's so much bigger and has so much more space. They could easily give us a little space, to just borrow once a month and have fun.
Right. You'd think, yeah.
Well, do you know who the original president of the Boston Aquarium Society was? Ed? Like, we're talking like before I was born.
I do not.
He has the neon tetra named after him.
Oh, wow.
T. Innes was the first president of the Boston Aquarium Society.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yes.
Well, the New England Aquarium was the first aquarium I ever went into. And I've always loved it. And now it looks so small compared to other aquariums. But at the time, it was the greatest thing in my life. I absolutely loved it.
Did you know that Calgary used to have an aquarium, man?
I did not.
Up until I was like about 8 years old, we had an aquarium that was privately owned by the brewery. And the brewery wanted to change it into a museum to the Big Four, like what the Stampede is all about. So we lost our aquarium to Quebec City.
Oh, that stinks. They don't deserve anything.
Well, they can't even afford a hockey team. Yeah.
I'm not a big Quebec fan. Nothing personal.
Not many of us are.
Yeah, I love all the other provinces, but
yeah.
I've been to most of them, just not. Well, I've been to Quebec too many times, but yeah.
Have you ever been out to my part of Canada, Ed?
Now, are you in Edmonton? Or wait, where are you at?
Oh, you don't know where I'm at?
Well, I know you used to be in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And
I'm a born and raised Calgarian.
Okay. Oh, well, you just said Calgary.
Toronto and Montreal. Okay. Like while I was in the music industry, I spent a lot of time in Toronto and Montreal.
I came this close to having dual citizenship.
Wow.
Yeah. Luckily, that didn't happen.
Out west, Ed, have you ever been to Vancouver or Vancouver Island? Have you ever
I've been to both.
Well, that's where I'm going to be living.
Oh, so beautiful.
That's why we had to rush this along,
Oh, jeepers. Wow.
Because I really wanted to have this discussion with you. And actually, if I were you, I would actually try. If you have tank space, okay, I'd actually love for you to try breeding Hawaiian blue Moscow to Bob Kaler's salmons.
That would be interesting too.
Now, right now, all of Bob's are just little fry. I'm going to go like this. Like, that makes no sense. That looks like a giant guppy. But they're smaller than juvenile. It was last time I saw Susan, I bought 2 bags of fry for 50 cents each.
Oh, okay.
But they're bobs. And so I've got them growing out in a tank. But by the time I get my second fish room going, I might have all sorts of space. So,
because that magenta gene that is in Bob's group, okay, his was an accident of how he developed it. Okay, that is my favorite genetic. Magenta is my favorite genetic of them all because it twists color.
oh, cool.
Okay, it does exceptional things to guppies with yellow tails. Like it bends yellow back to red as the fish matures.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like that was the gene that Philip was basically teaching me. Like, I didn't care too much about snake skin genetics, like the Y genetic stuff. I like, hey, what kind of work can I do as I get older? What kind of mutant kind of fish, like Philip was known as the guppy designer, okay? And he had a very, very interesting interview with a station manager that used to keep fish. They used to keep marine fish and guppies when he was alive and all of that. But the reason why he did it was metalhead. Now, Ed, how many metalheads do you know that like guppies?
That like guppies? Oh,
yes.
You're saying metalhead is in a musician.
That's right. Or guys
metalhead guppies.
I'm like,
Rocko, don't you, Rocko?
Rock on, baby.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, you got Chris Lukup like shrimp.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I actually know his partner in Germany, Ramona Oesch.
Oh, wow.
Who was married to Klaus Oesch, okay? And Klaus was the head of the German Guppy Club at that time, okay?
Wow.
So Chris might be into shrimp, but he also understands guppies.
Oh.
Anything that fits in a nano tank, it's wonderful. And I got to interview Chris, okay? My fellow co-host Jim and Steve was actually on that show because Steve loves shrimp as well, right? And so I said, well, I know nothing about shrimp. I'll interview you about your rock and roll history. And there I am getting offered him and through the pet industry, but I knew the label that he was on. So I played during that break, I played the only song that Chris Lukup wrote.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. And I knew that he wrote it, but nobody else did. Right? And he goes, how did you know that I wrote this? And I said, I have friends in high places. In other words, I dealt with the press department of Napalm Records. Like, we would get our guests for our rock shows through Napalm. So it was real easy to put that together. And he spent 4 hours on the radio with me. 4 hours. 2 hours talking about music and 2 hours talking about shrimp.
I met him once and he was just super nice. He came up to me I was surprised. I was just looking at the shrimp, but I was wearing an art shirt, and the guy's into art, and he wanted to talk about my the artist I had on my shirt. I had the Scream on the shirt, and it was like he was really nice. I was surprised.
He's a great guy. I love Chris Leacock, man.
It's 10:30.
Holy
It
cow.
is 10:30.
All right, it's break time. Gonna take another small break, you guys. We'll be back in just a moment. We're gonna listen. Ooh, who are we gonna listen to? Oh, Glass Box Hero.
Glass box hero.
I can hear it, but I gotta share it.
Standing in the rain. In a heavy downpour.
In a heavy downpour, waiting for the pet shop to open the doors. Here the manager comes, watch him turn the key. He opens the doors as if just for me.
What is he doing?
I need a one filter. They're in aisle 3. Look over there. If I would get one free. Keep the water warm. Didn't think that I needed, but I do for sure. That one better with a messed up fin. Grab that cup, put it in my hand. That Anubius and Java first. Bang it up. Now watch it learn. Go home and get escaping. Just don't stop. Gotta keep on escaping and fill the water to the top. Be a glass box hero. I'm crying his eyes. I'm a glass box hero. I'm crying his eyes. Without one better box hero. I'm crying his eyes. I'll make you cry in time. In a store without a name, $1 per gallon sale. Give me all your 10 gallons. I got plants in the mail. Guppies breeding out the ass. All these cichlids too. Without one better, I owe it all to you. Now it just keeps skating. And I'm never gonna stop. Gonna keep on skating. The plants right out the top. And be a glass box hero. I'm crying his eyes. I'm a glass box hero. I'm crying his eyes. Glass box
fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you, Danny, so much for making that for us.
That is awesome.
I love it. I love it.
Speaking of Danny, I just got an email from him.
Weshy?
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah?
but his didgeridoo is in the wrong key.
His what?
His instrument is in the wrong key for the idea that I had.
Oh, y'all are working on something?
Well, I have a song that's being donated to Project Piaba in its like form, shall we say, and I asked Danny to play an instrument on it.
Okay.
Nice.
Way cool.
Yes. It is vocalless, okay? Music can be that way, and they can still deal with fish. I originally put the music to Mammal from the Rio Negro, okay? And one of my guitar teachers plays lead guitar on it. I play acoustic. And the scene setting is like a guitar player, like an acoustic guitar player, comes along and sits down by the river and starts playing.
Way cool.
And he's joined by native people from that area playing instruments. That is the idea. And it's been around the Boston people for quite a while, and they said work on it. So it's kind of hard to work on when you're like an anti-social media guy like me, and there's reasons why I am. I got overwhelmed of being a publicist on Facebook.
Oh, lovely Facebook.
Yeah.
Are you into opening up panel today?
Oh, yes.
Well, if you do, I would do your announcement stuff first.
Oh, okay.
So you can ain't getting talked over.
Yeah. All right, you guys, give me a second. Let me get the, what they're called. The events that are coming up done. We got Aquaticon coming up. It's James Fish and Beaver and Chattanooga and doing that one. Somebody else is doing that with y'all too, right?
Well, I'm sure that we'll have all the Tennessee Fish Mafia. I think he's hoping that John and Lisa will come in.
Okay.
And I think Bob Steamfont was talking about coming in. So
Okay.
that ought to be fun.
Yeah.
You know, yesterday you were talking about the Tennessee Fish Mafia hooking up this weekend at the Deep South Guppy Show.
Yeah.
And that was a go all the way up until like a week ago, and they changed the rules and said only members could show up because of the sickness.
So y'all are members?
Well, I am, so I'd be the only one there, and that wouldn't be any fun.
Oh.
So I might go. I don't know. I probably won't.
Right.
But we're still going to have a swap here in Chattanooga the following weekend. And James and I are going to do a talk there, and we're going to go out to eat afterwards. So anybody that's in the area that wants to go out to eat with us is more than welcome. It's going to be a bunch of the Fish Mafia people. I know Sean Peck will be there, and Bob Kaler, and Ginger Graves.
It's August 7th. Where's it going to be at?
Oh, it's I don't know how to share a link. It's Chattanooga. Oh boy, you guys look up the Southwest Tennessee Fish Club, and you'll find it.
Okay, Southwest Tennessee.
Or Southeast. I'm sorry.
Southeast.
I wish you had just called it the Chattanooga Fish Club.
Southeast Tennessee Fish Club.
I think it might be called a Fish Association. I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Close enough. And that's August 7th. That's next weekend.
Yep.
Not this coming, but the next.
Yeah,
okay.
And I'll send you a link so you know exactly what it is.
Okay.
But
so that was Aquaticon, September 18th. The Deep South Guppy Show this weekend, July 23rd through August 1st, and then the swap meet the following weekend in Chattanooga.
Yeah, but the Deep South, you can only go if you're a member of the IFGA.
IFGA members only. Do you know if they're going to let them pay at the gate to become a member or not?
Oh, I'm sure they would.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. All right, there's also a 9th International WAC meeting. What does WAC mean?
That is all Western Cichlid Association meeting over in Austria,
Okay.
which is a big interest kind of group. Like Dan gave away one of the more common West African cichlids last night on his stream.
Okay, well, that one is going to be September 18th, 19th, 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Yep.
And we have Lena. Hush. We've got the ALA, the American Live Bear Association, has got, I don't know what they have going on, but it's October 21st to the 24th. Is that a show or just a meet? Or I don't know.
Which one?
It is the American Live Bear Association, October 21st to the 24th in Miami.
That's the big convention.
That's just, it's like a kind of like the Aquashella.
No, it's kind of like the American Cichlid Association meeting down in Chicago where Daniken was.
So it's like a big.
It's all live bears, guppies, mollies, goodyads, platies, swordtails.
Yeah, there'll be a lot less guppies than you would think. They really go heavy in the mollies and swordtails.
Yeah.
But I plan on being there.
Okay.
But guppies, they do have a class 4.
Yeah.
It's just that
all live bears.
It's all live bears, and at one time it was judged under WGA rules, and now it's judged out of IFGA rules, and that's because of the decline of guppies.
What do you mean the decline of guppies?
From their club.
Oh, okay.
From the convention, it narrows down what you can enter.
Oh.
Like if you don't have a round tail class, people are not going to enter.
Right.
At one time, the IFGA was under World Guppy Association standards of judging. They are now under IFGA. So the people that were entering the other classes don't enter anymore.
Well, somebody needs to change something, sounds like to me.
And it's also part of the IFGA kind of thing. It's part of all of that politics that is going on.
Yeah.
Politics will kill something for sure.
Yeah.
All right. There's also a guppy show in Mumford, Tennessee. I don't have a date for that one, though. Do you know, Ed?
Oh, actually, I think Mumford's at Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro?
And that's the Deep South show.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Same one.
Don't need that then.
It's all good.
Good. Catfish Cataclysm is in Wisconsin, October 8th, 9th, and 10th.
That would be super fun.
The Keystone Clash, Pennsylvania, September 24th and 25th. It's a 2-club event. Doors, I don't know what time doors open, but it says Gary Lane will be there. I'll tell you, Fishtoberfest, which is the one Kenny's putting on with the Greater Portland Aquarium Society, Fish Swap, Embassy Suites Hotel, Airport Hotel. LRB, Alex and Jason and Dan are going to be speakers. Jason and Dan are also sponsors. And then Ryan is on the board with Natural Aquariums. He will be bringing some plants to sell at the show. So if anybody's interested in that, he showed that yesterday.
You know what? I might actually go to that one too.
Yeah, there's some plants he was showing yesterday that he has in his tank. And he has them lined up like you would see a like somebody's garden. It's in his tank, and he has them all in lines. It's pretty cool. It looked pretty neat.
Yeah, little plant farm. Yep.
Yeah. So we got Aquashella Chicago, August 14th and 15th. That's in like 2 weeks. You got to buy your tickets. The Northern Illinois Aquarium Support Group is September 19th, 2021. Loves Park, Illinois. Illinois. The doors open at 11. And then Aquashella Dallas October 30th and 31st. I will be there. Rocko will be there. Lots of us will be there. And there are a lot of people going to be at Aquashella Chicago, too. I just can't get there. I've tried every route I know of, but I can't do it.
And Allison has brought up you should add the Ohio Cichlid Association Extravaganza, November 19th through the 21st.
All right.
Nice.
Right now.
Allison is in touch with all aspects of the aquarium hobby.
Awesome. Thank you, Alashon.
He is a Ways and Means director from his club too. So.
And is it a swap meet or extravaganza means?
It's
what?
a show.
Okay, it's a show, a cichlid show.
Yes, a very well-known cichlid show in this country, in your country, actually, because it's basically, I think it's the only state that does have its own cichlid show, specific cichlid show.
Okay.
That's how many people in Ohio keep cichlids.
It's in Strongville, Ohio. All right. Rocko, will you do the rundown for today real quick? And then
I would, but I was just on FishTuber notifications and it's not up there anymore.
I'll look for it.
It's not
on
there?
FishTuber notifications that I can see. I clicked through all the tabs and I can't find nothing.
Okay. I will
Well, mention your other two things you wanted to.
yeah,
Right,
don't forget. You got it?
Hey, Rocko,
Got what?
buddy.
Yeah.
Did you like the aquarium news I put together for you guys? Like, I don't know if Jess has even seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Yes, you have. You commented on it.
I did?
Yes. At the end of the Tommy Vitaly.
Oh, yeah. That was cool.
Found
yeah.
it.
Did you find
You
it?
should go and listen to that. Was I not correct? The guy can have this tonal sound of Pink Floyd all the way to the tonal sound of Ingmar Malmsteen.
Okay, I found that FishTuber notification thing.
Was that not correct, Rocko?
Go ahead,
Cool,
Skipper. Go ahead and do it.
Today's live streams are Blake's Aquatics at 3 Eastern, Father Fish at 9 Eastern. Of course, this one at 10. These are the morning ones. Big City Betas was supposed to be at 1 Eastern p.m. Pet Tech at 4 p.m. Aquascaping 101 at 6 p.m. Fish Talks and more with, it's going to be Foxy and Mary Page. It's going to be an open panel tonight.
Is that the Hot Mess Express?
Yeah, the Hot Mess Express. It's her birthday.
Is today her birthday?
Yeah.
What?
You got a dollar to say.
Then you got Sir Prawn a lot at 8 p.m. KG Tropicals at 9. Then the Fish Room at 9:30. Chattanooga Ed at 10:30. And Aqua Balls tonight at 11.
Awesome. I do not think Amber's going to stream. She's in the hospital, and I do not think that Pet Tech streams anymore either. So I really don't think things will really get kicked off until the Hot Mess Express. And then somebody was asking about the event that's going on in Love's Park. It's the Northern Illinois Support Group. It's September 19th. Doors open at 11. So... And there's our white chipmunks.
I love white chipmunks.
Cool, right?
I love all chipmunks.
Aren't they neat, Ed? They're so pretty.
I was so happy when I moved here that we have chipmunks outside now. I never had them in Missouri.
Right,
They're so
right.
cute.
They are.
I just want to play with them.
Oh,
so cute. I love how I've just got wild ones, but I love them.
Darling, you're right. Her birthday is Monday. My bad. I think she's celebrating it tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, remind me Monday, you guys, so we can do dollar for your birthday for Roxanne.
Absolutely. I'm making note right now.
All right. Hey, while we're looking at the chipmunk, Rocko, go ahead and
Oh, all right. Yeah, we can do that real quick.
Yeah.
First, I want to make sure that we all remember about Rico doing the Santa Claus thing.
So
Okay.
he's still taking
donations and stuff. If you want information on that, all you got to do is email. Check out Santa@ricostan.com. If you have any questions on that, but it's a great thing. He explained it to exactly, everything about it yesterday on a stream that I had done, and I was just like, wow, that is so cool, because some folks don't have family, and it'll be an opportunity for somebody to possibly win something that they probably might not have ever gotten. So it's going to be a really good thing, and he's going to do some really, really, really cool things for folks. So if you have a couple extra bucks, donate. He can, if you have a channel and you want him to come up there, there's going to be a form you can sign up for, and it'll be basically like a draw system. And if your channel gets drawn, then he'll come up on just any one of your streams and just, hey, poof, here I am, and he'll do a giveaway. So it's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be really exciting. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be a week before and a week after Christmas. And then on Christmas Day, I think it's New Year, or not New Year's.
It'll start the day after. Well, okay, so we're going to do Secret Santa first, Merry Fishmas.
Right.
It'll start the day after Halloween. Then it'll end on the 20th, which will be the day after Rico will start the Rico Claus stuff on the 19th. The 19th is a Sunday, and so I want to do all of the Santa Claus stuff on that Monday on the show, and so that's why it's kind of crossed just a little bit. But that Monday, you can pretty much say the 20th, that starts, and the Secret Santa ends. Alishon, you can email at the Aquatic Morning Show @gmail.com.
Can you say hi? You don't want to? Okay, go.
And then also, lastly, I thought was really, really, really awesome that I've been talking to my
you don't want to stay still at all today, right?
School. I got we call it central office, but they're going to allow her to have a aquarium in her classroom this year. And she had gotten a new position. She's still a teacher, but they call it an interventionist. So children that might have meltdowns in classroom due to like behavioral things from just any kind of things. It could be autism. It could be I know a little kid that might have cranial stenosis, and it puts pressure on their brain and it makes them hard to do things, or they might be dyslexic or dysgraphic, something like that. They get embarrassed in these classrooms, and they'll just melt down and cause a major disruption, and they have a hard time learning. So they'll send them to her. It could be kids that they might have during COVID, they might have had teaching virtual, and they might not have quite got everything, but they just barely passed. We'll just say second grade. They just barely passed second grade, and then they get into third grade and they're clueless. They'll go to her, and she'll start, getting them back on track and get it more on face to face to get them to understand what's going on. Okay. So with that being said, okay, a lot of times, even for adults, if I get upset, or if I get mad, or if I get stressed out, I'll just come in my fish room, shut the door, and just watch fish. And I just like, woosah, It's going to be a really good tool for these kids too. You know what I mean? They come in, they're ready to melt down, and it'll be good for the kids. So what we're doing is basically it's sponsor a classroom. Okay. If you want to donate,
that could really turn out to be something like really.
Well, yeah, we're gonna try to get it to go like in all the schools.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Because there's
could really turn that into something.
Right. Right. Each school district, they just started doing the interventionist this year, and every school in the area here has an interventionist or two. Okay, depending. And my girlfriend's been teaching for 21 years. Okay. She's an amazing lady. I'm telling you, amazing lady. She's even taught me stuff. You know, I watched her like when I first started streaming or even doing videos. I would sit over there on that side of the room and I'd watch her, you know, do her videos and stuff like that with the kids. And I was like, wow, man, I wish I would have had teachers like that when I was growing up. Because I had some learning disabilities growing up too, you know. And
Rocko, all Sean needs your email. Personal email.
Got it. Too easy. I'll get it for you in just a second. But I just lost my train of thought. Oh, anyway, but basically what we're trying to do is we're going to try to get, you know, this will be like the pilot, you know, and then it'll be more of a district-wide thing, you know, later on this year or maybe even next year.
This is good.
So we're going to be like a pilot to see how it's going to work out. But that's what we're doing. And if you want to donate money, you can donate money. If you want to donate fish, that's fine too. Plants, whatever you want to do. If you have used equipment you don't want anymore, we'll use whatever we can get our hands on. You know.
And I think we decided that it should be more of a live bear type community.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Yeah, because I'm thinking she's really digging the guppies a lot. So
right.
Any kind of live bear stuff like that, you know.
Well, I think too that the kids will like seeing, even, you know, if they do have babies or whatever. I think the kids will enjoy
exactly.
Well,
see, that was my thing too. I was saying that, you know, if they do have babies, you know, we'll just say they get a strain of guppies or whatever, and they get a bunch of babies, they can take those guppies, take them to the LFS, sell them, and have money to buy their fish food, buy all that kind of stuff. So it kind of teaches them a little something, you know, too. So I mean, I get a lot of kids into the hobby too that way, you know. Because a lot of these kids that she's dealing with, at least in our school, that when she teaches at, I think I remember what they call it. I think it's called a 1A school or something like that. I can't remember exactly how she put it, but unfortunately, a lot of these kids are coming from like economical hardship homes, you know, where and it really does break my heart. And 90% of these kids, and I'm not stretching the truth, 90% of these kids are in this situation. Okay, they don't have much at home, you know, so it'll kind of give them a sense of, you know, kind of like pride. Hey, those are my fish, you know, because they don't have it at home, you know.
Hey, Jay.
Some of these kids are literally sleeping on couches and lawn chairs. We've seen it, literally sleeping on lawn chairs.
It would also
so it's going to be something good for these kids.
Yeah,
it definitely helped teach them responsibility also.
Exactly. Absolutely. There's a whole lot of benefits that they can sprout from it. So and the thing of it is, we get it. It's beginning of school year. Everybody's got kids. They got to take care of their kids first. Totally dig that. And I think that's great. But if you feel like you can, or if you want to, you know, even if it's a penny, you know, it's a penny we didn't have. You know what I mean? So it's up to you. And if you do what we're going to do, even she had said she's going to get the kids to write a thank you letter, and then we're going to have a big thing, and you know, a big poster board or whatever, you know, and it had to spot people. Hey, you know, these people did this wonderful thing for the classroom, and people are going to see that every day. You know what I mean? 5 days a week, you know, through the whole school year, they're going to see this. So, we're going to make it known that the Fish Fam did this awesome thing for her classroom. So it'll give you a chance to get your name out there and your YouTube channel, and maybe get some subscribers out of it too. So, but you will get a letter from myself, her, and the kids. You know, a huge thank you.
You don't want it? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
How can you turn down cashews? How much they cost?
How can you turn down cashews?
Right.
No way.
Something wrong with that chipmunk.
Right? Are you going to go live today, Miss Chipmunk?
I wasn't going to, but I can if you want me to.
Oh, I was just asking because I don't know if anybody's going live next. And so if nobody was, I was going to send everybody your way if somebody wanted, you know, to work or whatever.
Them all. I could be up in 2 minutes if that's the case.
Well, you guys.
Well, here. I mean, this is for you guys who haven't seen them all. Sorry, there's the cages.
Oh, she's got the setup, buddy. Let me tell you.
Let me tell you. That's 8 hours to clean per cage, and I have 4 of them. So
that's Taj Mahal.
I got all that wood from the forest.
Yeah.
Like seriously, this is like Well, and I got another one there, and I got another one up there. So I wish I could show you her. Oh, she's so cool. She's a Western Nile black spiny mouse. It's my last one. She's up on the top there in the cage with all the stickers on it. Yeah. So and my acacia rat is down in there under the thing there. So temporary housing. So yeah, it's yeah, there's a lot of chipmunks here, man. Aren't they? Aren't ya? Eh? Yeah, you know. If I do this, she'll see. She jumps on the camera. There we go. Okay, there we go. I don't know.
How cool is that, right?
Yeah, you want it? You don't want it? Oh. So yeah, I mean, of course I can. No problem. I can do anything. I did a 14.5-hour live Saturday in 2 7-hour segments, and I did it. I know, but especially when they're out in the playpen, that's very popular. Except that I have really long hair, and this is why I don't wear it down.
Right.
Because it gets wrapped on their nails and stuff, and then you have to. You don't really want to do that, right?
Right. Good morning, J Rock.
What up?
All right, you guys.
There we go.
So Ed, thanks, man. Thanks for agreeing to do this.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. That's coming up. And
you know,
share party morning.
You're right. This is Sweet Pea. See, they know how to tell the differences now.
So you got kind of a basis to go on now, Ed.
Yep. Thank you so much, Chewy. That's awesome.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Always fun. It's always fun to listen. I love listening to anything guppy, but
they're crazy. They're
crazy.
Are you crazy?
So if you guys aren't subscribed to White Chipmunk, go do that. That way she goes live a lot. So
way too much.
If anybody's looking for somebody else to listen to during the day, she is doing a lot of live streaming. So y'all go check her out and play with the chipmunks, even though we can't touch them.
Oh, a cat rescue! Wow. Oh, I was just Jimmy P said he doesn't have chipmunks, but he has a cat rescue, and they have 21 cats.
Jimmy P. That's a lot of cats. I think he's outdone Ricky.
I bet he can smell some cat pee.
Oh, I bet. Hey, did I hear something about Ricky losing a dog?
Yeah, well, he lost a dog yesterday.
Oh, why?
Oh, no.
That's all I know.
This will be the second one recently.
I wonder if it was one of the puppies
or lost it. It
passed away. Lost it. I think it passed away.
Passed away.
Is it one of the puppies?
No, he didn't say.
That's always heartbreaking, man. You get attached to an animal, man. And
yes, it is.
Come here, monkey.
Yeah.
Especially when you bring it in, and it was probably in a bad situation, and you're doing everything that you can, and it just happens that way sometimes.
Sure.
No.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're right.
It had its
one of his dogs had a seizure.
Hey, Miss Dean. I meant to say hi earlier when you were putting stuff in chat. Hey, Miss Dean.
There we go. Okay. This is the cutest one. This is the boy. Also the most fidgety, as you could. Hey, blah, blah, blah. He's the small. Hey, come on.
Oh, look.
Come on.
Look.
Come on, here. He's really tiny. You can see he's got like no bones at all. He's just kind of rubbery. You see, he's got really no.
His tail's not as long as the others, or not as fluffy.
Well, he's a lot smaller. He's only 80. Oh, he's only 90 high. He's only 90 grams.
Yeah.
And the other females range between. Here you go. There.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
I know, because he's got no ears hardly. They've been really like massively munched away. So, well, I think I told you he goes after the girls when they're not ready, and they are much bigger than him. So
yeah,
they just pin him down and
put him in check.
So anyway, he's about 90 pounds, 90 ounces or grams. And Princess, who's the first one you usually see that I bring on, she's 127 grams. So
Oh wow, it's like half.
He chases her, and then she gets fed up, and she grabs him right here and like flattens him out. It's kind of funny, actually. I mean, I know he's fine. He's not.
Yeah.
He's just
It's
a
natural.
little spastic, but here, do you want to? Here, whoop, sorry, got it on the end of his. I know. I'm sorry. Okay. See, he has. Like,
I can't believe you don't have one named Elvin, Simon, and
No,
Theodore.
I will never name them that out of the fact that they're cartoony and these are real.
No way! It's awesome.
It was one of the rescue dogs from a few weeks back. I took it in that was pregnant, and I think she grieved herself to death because she lost her puppies last week.
That's so
that happens.
Buddy, that's so
That's
sad.
absolutely a good possibility.
Mice do that, you know.
Really?
Sometimes. Will you
Oh,
get
Gina,
off?
I'm
Now he's
sorry.
stuck to my shirt. Look. Get away from the thing. He's crazy. You're crazy, man. You are a
That's way
crazy,
cool, man.
crazy animal. You want that? It's good. Here, have it. I know you want to go run around and bug the cat, and there he is.
They are too cute.
He falls at least 20 times a day. He
Yeah.
has no sense of anything.
When they fall, do they twist and land on their feet like cats do?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
This one, not so much.
Yeah, Miss
He
Gina.
lands on his head a lot. So, yeah. It's okay. I got like 4-inch carpet in my room. He's fine. He just kind of bounces and keeps going. So, here, you want it? It's good. You don't want it? Here. Don't put your testicles on the camera. Stop it. We've seen enough of those this year. Thank you.
Cute. All right,
Right
you guys, it is that time. We have been here for 2 hours this morning. We will be back in the morning at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, the Aquatic Morning Show. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you in the morning.
Jess, honey, I'll be
God
on
bless,
tomorrow.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Say bye.
Thank y'all.
Take care,
Bye.
folks. Y'all the best. And don't forget, don't
Don't drink the
drink
water.
the tank water.